welcome back. This is Cryptesio, and we're here just to spectate some friendly battles and just kind of go over some strategies here. And we've got a melee battle. This means that every card in our decks, this is a live match by the way, are going to be melee based only. So if we see anybody cheating by using something else. So we've got Roosevelt versus Steven. They're starting off with giants. We've got a level 6 and a level 7 giant. Both major powerhouses. So we've got a Valk in front of Roosevelt's giant, and we've got a mini P.E.K.K.A behind Steven's giant. Followed by, wow, we've got spawners just coming up here. Now we'll see which spawner reigns supreme. We've got some goblins taking out the mini P.E.K.K.A, but it's not going to be enough to take out the giant. Skeleton army taking out the giant. Down below, it's hard to tell, but that Hog Rider just got absolutely shredded. This is going to be interesting to see how Roosevelt counters Steven's skeleton. And of course, the Valkyrie is more than good. Taking it out. We've got a bit of a small push. We've got a mini P.E.K.K.A with Valkyrie and Knight, and the vaults go down at the same time. However, we do have a tombstone. Plus, we're getting some assistance from the right tower. This is kind of a weak position. Actually, I'm just kidding. It's a very good strategy. It's part of pulling. We just actually did a video on pulling just a couple minutes ago. So do take a look at that. Like, comment, subscribe. Shameless plug. But okay, so Roosevelt's dropped in a giant's head down the right lane, and it looks like we've got just another giant coming down the right lane, straight from Steven's King Tower. And that is going to get followed up by some barbarians from the Barbarian Hut, but that gets countered quickly by the Hog Rider. Now Steven sends some goblins. The goblins are a great way to take out the Hog Rider, and that is game over for them. However, Steven's giant is still taking all the hits, and he combos it with his goblins and his army. However, it gets completely silenced by Roosevelt's. Not a good thing. Skeleton army and Valkyries don't go really together. So we've got a bit of a push with a Hog Rider, we've got a Knight and a Giant. Barbarians out there to take out the Giant, but it's going to just delay the inevitable. The Hog Rider will make it, and start attacking the tower. And oh my god, we've got another Giant. Tombstone. That's usually a death wish. I wonder when it's going to play that skeleton army. Hopefully not now that the Valk is down, but if the Valk goes down, then so Steven's got a push here. That push is improving the silences of the mini P.E.K.K.A. It looks like these barbarians are actually doing a good job of countering it. And things are looking a little bit the skeleton army is coming down. Just pushed over. We are in sudden death by clowns. The Valkyrie takes out the skeleton army. We really should wait until the Valkyrie dies and then drop the skeleton. Mind you, we got a little bit of a push, a weakened Knight, and 2 giants. So this has been a very gigantic battle, let's call it. Followed up by a Hog Rider, takes out the Tombstone, and of course, defensive Barbarians. Barbarians are one of the best ways that you can actually prevent your tower from getting kicked in the ass. Because they'll take out except for Valkyries that kind of itself. We got a whole lot of things. We got a big push coming in from Steven's side, right towards the tower. Is that going to be enough? Looks like it might be enough from Roosevelt's side. Multiple barbarians. And he's putting out more barbarians than barbarians. So it's really, the push is just absolutely insane. Roosevelt's taunting with their and that's that. So, I'm going to go ahead and explain what's around the chat. Okay, so we got 948 pound from Roosevelt's tower, 747, 546, 345. Is this going to be it? Is this it? Oh, the tower goes down, and it goes straight to Steven. Steven wins the melee battle. Congratulations, Steven. You've won. I'd like to see some normal battles. Oh, we actually have another battle in progress with one of our members, and some family in the clan. And it looks like Cabs has got the advantage with a single tower down, and he's pushing on the right lane. He's got Barbarians, he's got Hog Riders, he's got Wizard Frozen, and a Royal Giant. But it looks like this push is going pretty strong. Unfortunately, the person with the Korean characters is getting a lot of pushback from but double Ice Wizard, you can't go wrong with that. But Cabs just took out his second tower and is taking out his... Oh, we got a Hog Freeze combo! Wow! I tell you, Hog Freeze is lethal. It's very lethal. It's very lethal. So, that gets countered. The double Ice Wizard gets countered by the minion horde. We've got a push here. It's not maybe enough to take out the King Tower, I assume. But it looks like it is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is gone. Match over, and the winner is Cavs. Congratulations. Congratulations. You should be in Arena 8, my friend. Okay, we're going to donate some of these. Our clan likes to donate a lot, I gotta say. So I'd like to see maybe we can get some stuff going here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play with some volume settings, so do pardon me. I will be right back.
Gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah.
Alright, we're back. Looks like I was talking with no sound. I'm just basically saying that we're having some normal decks, and just looking to see if we have a normal battle. If I don't see anything, then maybe I can take on the battle and just cast it. But nonetheless, let's pick a deck and go forward with this. Oh, and we got a chest, so we'll open that chest right after. Okay. There we go. Oh, Steven sniped it. Steven is kind of our resident sniper. He likes to take the matches. So, but I don't think he knew I was gonna play this one, which is totally fine. I'm here for the casting. So, let's go. Steven and Roosevelt again. We've got a Sparky. Steven's infamous for having a Sparky. Usually, if you've got a Sparky, it means you've won the Arena 7. So, let's take a look. So, we've got a Hog Rider and we've got a Bomber. But that quickly gets countered by the by the cannon. The Sparky pays no attention to the Hog Rider, takes out the Goblin, and he gets defended by a Wizard. Now the best way to do it is just like Roosevelt did, just have the zap ready and just take it out, honestly. Ice Wizard coming down on the left-hand side. Just getting ready to see what's up next. Ooh, technical difficulty. Always gotta give credit for the music that's on your channel, guys. That's just the way it works. Okay, so it looks like the game's pretty even. I call it an even Steven, I gotta say. And this is more or less anyone's game. So we got another Sparky that's coming down the left-hand lane. Sparkies don't do anything to aerial troops, but it looks like the aerial troop is now distracted by that giant, and that really sucks. We got a Goblin Hut down, and that's not enough for the legendary power of Sparky. Ooh, we got a Rage Potion here. That's basically going to speed things up, unless they can somehow zap it. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. We got an angry blue player here, and it just this is the brutality of Sparky. I mean, it's I can't even bear it to witness. So we got a Princess working on the right lane. However, it does get taken out by the Goblins. Left-hand tower for blue has already been taken out, so definite advantage is going off to Steven here. So we're sent off with a Dragon and Hog Rider combination. Plus we get zapped, so that's always an encouraging thing. But it looks like this Sparky quickly got its charge back. That is just absolute, like, just a massacre. If you've got a Sparky and you can defend that Sparky well, you're gonna be legendary in no time. So, although it is, like, I mean, you can counter the Sparky, but let's just say you also have to be really good at this. So it looks like the Sparky just got taken out. We got 65. Oh, and Steven has taken out the second tower. The battle ends in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the match is over. Sparky takes it home for Steven. Thumbs up on his end, crying on Roosevelt's end, and that was just absolute brutality. And it looks like we got a request for a rematch. GG. So we'll see if Steven accepts that rematch, and looks like he did. Let's go ahead and spectate that live match. I don't think we got an angry taunt coming along. I'll go ahead and give her the confetti as we're playing as an underdog here. So we start off with some a Goblin Hut. However, he starts off with the Sparky. Now we've already established in the previous round, just by watching, that the Sparky will take out a Goblin Hut in one hit. So that's actually pretty dangerous. I wonder what she's going to do to counter that. It looks like having an Ice Wizard slows things down for your opponent, and just having a Giant there also does a lot of magic, because you're essentially padding your Sparky, and that's the key to having a Sparky. As spoken as someone who doesn't actually have a Sparky. But it looks like it taken out, and there was about 700 hit points taken out of the right lane, but the Princess is doing a remarkable job at protecting the rest of the tower. Okay. So it looks like we've got some goblins here that are quickly going to take out the Princess. That's actually a really good move on Steven's part, as if you leave a Princess by itself, it will take your tower out so fast. So never take it for granted. Right lane, we got another Sparky, and that Sparky is going to take out a Goblin. One advantage of having a Goblin Hut is that Sparkies will just use all their energy to take out one troop, and that, in some ways, kind of a blessing. You'd almost think that it'd be advantageous to put your Goblin Hut at the back of the tower, just to let that happen. But we'll see. Looks like the Barbarians took out the Sparky, and the Giant is doing its best to slay the tower. However, Roosevelt does have a great push coming with Barbarians, a Hog Rider, and a Dragon. This is going to put him in a whole world of hurt if he doesn't do anything to counter it. The Ice Wizard can only do so much. And Gamers on YouTube says hi to their clan, Destroyer 100. So hello to them. So Roosevelt push has been quickly answered by a wizard, and another Sparky, of course, to get things warmed up. Now this is kind of risky because Roosevelt can easily go behind the giant, but we're about to find out what they're going to do in order to take advantage of that exact Sparky. It looks like the Sparky actually had the upper hand in this case, but the goblins were able to take it out. And Gamers is looking for people for their clan called Destroyers 100, so just a shout out to them. And it looks like we got a princess just working away at a tower. I don't think he's too concerned about it, but it looks like Roosevelt is coming back largely in charge, going after it. We have 2 seconds left on the clock, and match is over. So the match has gone straight to Roosevelt. Congratulations. Alright. GG on both ends. So far they both won. I gotta say congratulations to both sides. Steven won. He was disappointed by his Sparky, I guess, but that is some really good placement. Okay, so no spam in the chat room, gamers. Yeah. Otherwise we'll have to kick you out there. So, as we wait for the next match, I'm just going to give you a word from our sponsors. Okay, so let's go ahead and spectate. Looks like we've got a third challenge out on the way from Roosevelt for Steve. And we're going to see what's going on. So we've got Derpy 500 as the clan from the Derpsters. And unfortunately we got some people who are just spamming. I'll leave it for now, but you know, it's kind of not a good thing to do on someone's YouTube channel. Anyways, so we've got a Sparky push, and the Sparky is just coming down. However, Roosevelt has taken out half the tower itself, actually more than half the tower itself. But it looks like the fireball is going down. Is that going to be enough? Yep, Sparky's definitely taking out the tower. It is gone. Yes, absolutely, the Derpsters. Totally agree. I'm just here to provide you guys some content. But who should I throw confetti for? Should I throw confetti for Roosevelt, who's red, or Steven, who's blue? You guys let me know in the chat, and I'll go ahead and throw confetti for either party. Can't do both at the same time, though. So Roosevelt comes with a hog dragon push, followed up by a princess. The princess is actually going to do some damage to the Sparky here, but it looks like they're going to take out a tower before anything else. Just give me a moment here. I'm just going to have to remove his messages. Oh, I guess it doesn't really work, so we'll just have to put him on timeout for 300 seconds. That should be good enough. Okay, so the mini P.E.K.K.A. comes in. Sparky, as always, takes out the Goblin Hut. Do let me know what you guys would like to see here. Barbarians are coming down the right lane, and a Sparky. The Sparky might actually have enough energy to take out the Barbarians, so as long as it doesn't get zapped. And of course, now we've got a push with the Ice Wizard. You don't really understand. I mean, it's kind of like a really good setup that Steven's got. You've got the protection from the Giant. You've got the Sparky and the Ice Wizard. So not only do you have something big and beefy taking things out, but you got the Ice Wizard slowing things down, and the Sparky just annihilates everything. So we've got a suggestion from the Derpsters to say try a Goon, which is basically the Giant plus a balloon push. I actually am a fan of the Goon. I do use it myself. I use it a lot in Arena 7, just to really catch people off guard. But the trick to a Goon is to really save it for the last 60 seconds. Because the thing is, people will usually have stuff to counter it, right? Whether it's archers, ice wizards, specialists, minion hoods, just so many things. Match over. Winner goes to Roosevelt. Congratulations. But yeah, like we were saying before, the Goons, I like to use it, it's kind of like a surprise sort of thing. We've got a clanmate Sleeper who had a invitation to have a friendly battle, and we'll see who's taking care of that. Okay, so it looks like iFudge is versus Sleeper. Always gotta give credit to the music that you hear there. Now, specifically to you, the Derpsters, I'm glad to hear that you're working your way up in the arenas. You're in Arena 4, so once you hit a certain point, you're going to find that certain decks and certain combinations are very common in certain arenas. So this kind of combination where you see like a giant or a royal giant paired together with a Sparky, that's very common in Arena 7, I'll tell you. But you're in Arena 4. I did a video on a good strategy for pulling and chain pulling. You should take a look at that. It's up on my YouTube channel. And in fact, I also did another video on mortars and Teslas. Take a look at that if you're in Arena 4 as well. So let's get back to the game, guys. So we've got a push here. Looks like Sleeper's got half his tower taken down. Not looking too good. That Sparky and Royal Giant did a number on him. However, Sleeper does have a Hog that made it to the other side without getting countered, and it's going after, the Infernal Tower is going after the Hog Rider, and that's actually really good because it looks like Sleeper's push is actually going to be very successful. And down goes the tower. Now, iFudge actually responds by getting a Fireball. That's probably one of the best moves you could do in order to keep yourself safe. So, I was just informed by Derpster he doesn't have a balloon. That's okay, you know what? You will get one. Balloons become a fairly common entity in the higher arenas when you get your chests. So we've got another Royal Giant. Looks like the Royal Giant's determined to take out the left tower here, followed by some archers. However, Sleeper does take care of it by putting in some barbs. Now, meanwhile, on the right-hand lane, we've got a giant push. However, it gets quickly silenced by the Mini P.E.K.K.A, and the Mini P.E.K.K.A gets owned by the archers. That's just the way life is. Sleeper does have a really good push, but it looks like iFudge is trying their best. They got to take at least one tower down, and it looks like it's going to happen, and iFudge gets his tower. Now, iFudge is going to have to do a lot to protect his right tower. That's just a lot of pressure. But it looks like Sleeper might have already taken it down. We got 24 seconds left in the match, guys. Who's going to take it? Is this going to be a 3-crown? Who knows? Actually, it's pretty obvious at this point. And we are done! Sleeper, he wins the match. Actually, he's formerly known as Sleeper. But there it goes. So the Derpsters told me he doesn't have a balloon. Like I mentioned before, you'll get him. You'll get him, don't worry. Stay subscribed to this channel. We always provide advice for lower level people to get up in the higher end arenas. Another thing is if you're looking to go legendary, GG, absolutely. If you visit us on Reddit, then basically we actually have guides posted by people in our clan on how to get to legendary. Not to mention the YouTube videos that we publish. Oh, welcome back, gamers. I'll show you what my deck is after this match here. So you got Rotten Apple versus Sleeper. He starts off with a Hog Rider push. It's a Hog Freeze, so he's going to be able to do some damage. And that Fireball 1 second too late. However, he answers back, Sleeper answers back with a Hog Rider himself. However, it will get a lot of damage taken out by those minions. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Double Giant deck. And Double Giant, Double Wizard. I'll show it to you sometime. But we just got some crowd control done, and all the troops are down. Not looking too hot for Sleeper. Sleeper's got 912 hit points left on his left tower here, whereas Rotten Apple's down to about 1600. Mind you, I mean, he could always have a comeback, right? So we got a Hog Rider coming from Rotten Apple, and the Barbarian drop. So unfortunately he wasn't placed exactly right, so he was able to get that hit on Sleeper's tower, but we've got a Bomb Tower. Bomb Towers are absolutely lethal. I mean, they were recently nerfed by Supercell in decreasing the hit points. I believe the time as well that they last, but they can just do absolutely devastating effects to things like Barbarians, I tell you. Barbarians and look at this. Look at this. It even takes out the Hog Rider in combination with the Musketeer. Now, personally, if I was Rotten Apple, I'd probably go after the left tower. I'm not sure if he's trying to create a diversion by putting the Musketeer on the right-hand side. I've seen that happen before. But, ultimately, if Rotten Apple wants to take this one home, he really should be focusing on the left-hand lane. Sleeper with his Elixir Pump, and we've got a preemptive Fireball with that Hog Rider, and it takes it out. Now, it's going straight for the Elixir Pump because it has nowhere else to go. And finally, the King Tower. Kind of interesting how it was. So we got a freeze going on. Not sure if that was like a misfire or not, but we've got a Giant and a Hog Rider push. Hey, gamers. And it looks like Sleeper gets taken out by the Fireball almost entirely. Fireballs are just, oh my god, they're just so lethal to barbarian troops. So we got a minion horde coming, and it's getting attacked by the Spear Goblins. Only 18 seconds left in the match. Doesn't look too hot for Sleeper. We're about to find out. At this point, I'm spectating. I'm going to go ahead and show you what my deck is, and I'll challenge someone. Actually, I'm going to challenge the leader. And the match is over. Rotten Apple takes this one home. Good game. GG. And that's off. That's hats off to him. Okay. Okay, so just to give you an idea of what cards I run. So this is what I call the Double Wizard, Double Giant deck. Okay, so I've got 2 Giants here, right? These guys are my tanks. This here is my Ice Wizard. He slows guys down, and the Wizard does the rest, right? So it gets pretty violent when you get 2 Wizards on the go. This is up for defense, this is up for defense, and this is kind of to help with the aerial troops, and you've got to have some crowd control. Okay, so this is it. We're going to go ahead and try to take this one home. We're going to go with a thumbs up, and she returns a thumbs up. We're going to place ourselves a kind of a defensive Goblin Hut. Now, she starts with the same way. I'm kind of curious if she's going to toss a Fireball. I don't want to have that happen and have my Goblin Hut get cancelled out really quick. But as you can see, it looks like we're just kind of even right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with a funky old Royal Giant. I know it's a pain in the butt to take care of, but it is what it is. I think we've got enough. Yeah, takes that out. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with one Wizard. And that's going to do a number to that Hog Rider, which we also needed. Now, one thing that's interesting is that she's got the Princess, and that's actually going to do a lot of harm to us. But looks like the Ice Wizard is keeping things under control. So why don't I just return the favor and get rid of the Princess? Now, I do have a feeling that Rosabelle is aware of how my deck works, because we have played countless times. But we're going to go ahead and drop that anyway, just to get some population control. You don't want to let those goblins... There you go. So she threw a Fireball at me. So that kind of evens the game here. But like I mentioned, you do not want goblins chipping away at your tower. I'm going to use something similar to your deck, but with the giant tank. Okay, that's actually a really good question. So yes, having a giant to tank it out is definitely something you want to do. And the reason for it is because it just gives you a little bit more control, and it protects your troops that do the most damage. So I'm going to do my best here to just kind of help any way possible. I'm going to take out this stuff here, and hopefully that'll be good enough. Oh, we've got a bit of a this is going to be a tough one. But let's take a look here. I'm going to answer your question in a sec though, but do bear with me. I'm just about to face the push of a lifetime. So with 30 seconds left, it's time to put the Royal Giants out and try to even the game out. And I believe that's gonna be it. Hopefully, no. Well, I should have fireballed the tower, because now I've just offed myself. Let's put it that way. Critical mistake gets the best of us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 25 hit points on the right tower. Oh my god, my Royal Giant could have taken it. Oh well, GG. We're gonna give her a good game and a thumbs up. You know, it's just those it's just those matches that are really close. But to be honest with you, it works really well in Arena 7 and Arena 8. So back to your question. Here. This is the deck that I'm using. The Derpsters. If you're in Arena 4 and you're using a Giant and the Witch, that's actually a really good combo because the Witch produces skeletons. And a lot of people don't realize this, but even though skeletons are really easy to kill, they're actually really damaging, right? So if you've got big troops, skeletons are kind of your worst nightmare, especially against like princes or hog riders, troops like that. I mean, they get easily distracted and they're also weak to those, right? So you'd want to have a Witch there. And the Musketeer for your aerial defense. Mind you, if you do look at perhaps comboing your cards with a Wizard, the Wizard usually can take out a minion horde in 2 hits. So do try that out, or take a look at a lot of the matches. We host a lot of matches on our YouTube. We are a clan. Our clan website is in the description below. We're on reddit.com/r/SupraCell. So it looks like we've got another match in progress here. This is between Roosevelt and Steven again. So we're gonna see what their main decks are. Okay, so it looks like we've got a Sparky, very typical of an Arena 7 player, and of course a defensive Goblin Hut. So gamers, to answer your question again, it's the deck that I use is the Double Giant, Double Wizard deck. So Steven's padding it. See, look, he's got his tank, and he's got his main damage dealer, which is the Sparky, and he's followed it up by a Wizard to protect him, right? That's true, but when you get to Arena 5, I believe you get the Wizard, so then if you ever drop to Arena 4, you could be back in Arena 5. But it looks like Roosevelt hit that Sparky with a Zap. If you ever encounter someone who has a Sparky, just use a Zap on them. It's 2 elixir, it's cheap. I mean, you can use a freeze on them, it does the same thing. A little bit more devastating, actually. But a Zap, it's a cheap way to take out a Sparky, really. Now, it looks like Steven's tower is taking quite a bunch of hits on both sides, and not a scratch to Roosevelt's yet. We have 1 card that hasn't been revealed on Steven's side, and 2 on Roosevelt's. It's gonna be interesting to see what those cards are. Unless you've been tuning in, then you'll understand. Okay, so we're gonna see what happens here. They're both sitting on some elixir, so it looks like we've got the same pattern again. We've got a Sparky, and we've got a Dragon, and they're both headed in the left lane. So that just means that the Sparky... Oh, one smart move. Drop the Dragon before the Dragon... No, sorry, drop the Giant before the Dragon hits the Sparky. And the reason for that is the Dragon can actually take out the Sparky. It's got a lot. So if you see on the left-hand side, Roosevelt uses a Zap. It resets the Sparky, and then the Barbarians do take it out. And of course, sends a counter push. We've got a Barbarian, a single Skeleton, and on the right-hand side, the Goblins have taken out the Princess. Now, tower's down to about 1,000 hit points. Roosevelt has yet to have their tower scratched. But we've got an Ice Wizard, we've got a regular Wizard, and a Giant. So with that being said, the Ice Wizard's going to do a lot to help out. Looks like she just drops in the Barbarians to kind of take out as much as they can. However, the Sparky does do a ton of damage. So let's see here. My strategy is when I get higher, I gotta use Zap it. You got it. That's exactly what it is. We got 7 seconds in the match. 6, 5. This is gonna go down. This is the Hog Rider. Oh, the Hog Rider takes it out right before your eyes. Can you believe it? The match goes out to Roosevelt. We'll be right back right after this. Okay, so we just basically had Roosevelt and Steven have another bout. GG. He says, let it be known I hate you. And I don't know if he's talking to Roosevelt or myself. I'm just going to assume that he's talking to me. I'm going to take the blame for that. So if you're in the lower arenas, please, I mean, by all means, check out the videos that we're posting. We do try to post regular videos, a lot of stuff from within our clan, Supercell. And if there's any tips that you have, do leave it in the comment section below. You are watching the live broadcast. Oh, always got to donate. Watch this donation bar, I swear. It just goes really fast. I think it hasn't even been up for 15 seconds yet. And there's only 9 more cards left before those barbarians are gone. I know a lot of clans, they do have issues with cards like Hog Riders or cards like barbarians or something like that. So, and she takes it as a compliment. There you go. So, Rosabelle's very skilled. To take a look at our clan. Oh, donation cooldown. So I guess she probably would have taken it to 29 donations. Our clan is mostly Arena 7. However, the top 6 players here, actually almost the top 8 or 9, I'd say, are almost Arena 8. However, the majority of us are in Arena 7. We do require 2,200 trophies if you're looking to join. And we'd be more than happy to have any of you. So, like I said, if you want to check out more about the clan, just look at the description below. There's a link to our clan's subreddit. I don't know if you're a user of Reddit or not. But other than that, that is it. So, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. I think we're going to call it a night. And we'll see you at the top. This is Cryptesio. If you like any comments, if you like any content, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and honestly, I check those stats every day. I mean, if you leave a comment, I'll answer it. If you subscribe, it makes my day a lot brighter. So, thanks for spending your time and watching our broadcast, and hope you have a great night.